welcome back to my YouTube channel, Maalu Haydu'z Fun Zone. So today we're going to be showing all 6 simple machines in little miniature examples. Okay, so let's get started. Now, first we're going to talk about the lever. So we have some toy examples here, okay? So if you want to try at home, go ahead. So hi again. So the thing is, today we're going to be doing some simple machines, as you know, and we're doing it with toys. So here we have a xylophone. It's going to be it's very heavy, and even though I can lift it, it is kind of heavy to me. We're using, okay, so as you may know, that you do not know what a lever is. It might be your first time, your second time of hearing of a lever, but you never even knew what it was. So I'll give you an example. So imagine you were walking somewhere, and then out of nowhere came a gigantic rock. So you had to go the other way and take a little walk. And you found this thing, a rock, and you put it over there, and then you walk again. I'll be right back. And then you find this log. Now, we have to take this weird tool and carve. Now, usually we use a crowbar to move stuff from ropes. So they have these long ends. So I only have a stick in this story, so I have to carve. Now all done carving. Now, I put this over here on top of our wooden thing or walk, and then I put the object onto the lever, and I want to just flip it over. So, punch! And it flies away! I have superpowers. So that's how the power of a lever works. So, these are some other examples of a lever. So first, imagine you were going to the park and you found a seesaw. How does it work? Well, you have a fulcrum, it's in my hand, and the main lever itself, which is, you know, the bar thing, whatever you call it. But it's the lever itself. Put it like that. And then you balance yourself. Well, you don't balance, you sit on the seesaw thing. Sits on the other side and goes like that. And you don't fall probably. So we're done with that example. Now you might have seen builders or your dad or mom using pliers, very sharp object. They also work the mechanism of a lever. How, you think? So, you see, we have, you see this circle kind of thing? See that? That is our fulcrum, basically, thing. And then, when you do that, see? Now you kind of see it as a lever. Huh? So I put it away because, remember, always use sharp objects under a adult supervision. I have a lot of sharp objects around me, and I have an adult nearby me. So it's okay for me. Now, we also have scissors. As you know, you probably have used it at school or something. Make sure to always have adult supervision when you're using it. And they also work kind of like the pliers. As you can see, fulcrum, lever itself, and there's not really a load, but still. The next topic is pulley. So, the thing is, we're going to the past. You might have known that there might have been wells around, and there would be buckets. Okay, so the bucket will be attached to a string, and the string will be hung over a wheel, and then you pull on the wheel, and then you let the bucket downward. Usually it's a bit heavy, and then it will sink in the water, and then you pull it back up, and then there will be water filled with it, and you can use it for all kinds of things like washing clothes or other things. Now let's show an example. Well, I'm using a yo-yo for our pulley, and I'm using this rope later for the pulley too, and I'm using this string tied to a curd bucket. Well, we tried our best, okay? We don't have the actual thing, so we're just using what we have and what we made. So let's start. First, I do this. So this is a well, and this is our bucket, I guess. Boom. It's supposed to be heavy, but this is not heavy, so I'm going to cheat and put it down. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Okay, I'm kidding. So that's without a pulley. I guess it will be way heavier because it has to be really heavy to sink under the water. Now let's pour all this water out. Bye-bye, water. Okay, now I'm using, the rope. Oh, no, it went in the water. Okay, just gonna tie it. Okay, I need some help. Okay, now I got some help. Now hang it over the pulley. Extra hands, toodly-doo, come on. Don't spill. Don't spill. Oh, pull. Yay! Now, the crane mechanism. So, the crane is used to build houses and buildings and stuff. So there's like a string, and it's usually attached to some kind of heavy load. And then you bring it, and then you put it somewhere. So, the next simple machine is presenting the tiny itty bitty screw mechanism. So here we have a screw, and you can see that it has a spiral mechanism. If you look really closely at the screw, you can see little spiral things coming all the way from here to here. That helps it hold up things. For example, I am building a car, a toy car, and nails does not work. So I had to screw in screws. And as you can see, there are actually a couple screws on it. Yeah, here, and here. See? So, we have a bottle and we open it. As you can see, I'm unscrewing it. So we have, you see a spiral, right? You see? Spiral. So the spiral helps it close tightly. Some bottles you might have seen with this, but that has a special mechanism. With this, if I just closed it, pressed it down, my brother would come and do this and spill it. But because of these screw thingies, or whatever you call them, spirals, in the screw mechanism, you can screw a bottle up very tight, and my brother can't just open it. He's going to have to be like this and never open it. This is the fourth simple machine. We're almost done. And we're going to be talking about a ramp. So here we have a ramp. And you can consider this as a ferry parking lot or a truck parking lot, anything you want to imagine. This can be called a ramp, or you can also call it an inclined plane. Inclined plane. An inclined plane. So, imagine you're trying to get up here. It's impossible. Well, you could use a crane. But usually a crane squishes the object really hard, brings it up, and usually drops down. And that may happen. It's very damaged to the car. So, you're trying to just go up without an inclined plane. So, you try to drive it up without an inclined plane and without a crane. It's impossible. So, there's some construction. Building an inclined plane. And you can drive up safely and smoothly, and the boat can take off. So, this is the fifth one, the second last one, and we're going to be talking about wedges. So, wedges are used for cutting, tightening, shaping things that are hard to cut with bare hands. So, yeah, like wood or even rock, like rock sculptures, I guess, and things. So, let's see an example. So, I have this, like, it's a not sharp knife. It's like, kind of like a toy kind of thing. And I'm going to pretend I'm actually going to cut this, like, piece of bark or wood. So, just say it's wood, okay? Cut. Yeah. I cut it. No, we don't need that anymore. Now, the main example for this is the axe. So, chisels can be used for carving, or mainly tightening things. Like after you cut some wood, cut it a bit to make a rock sculpture, and then you have to shape it to make a rock sculpture. See here, it has very, like, two inclined planes. we are done with wedges, and this is the last ever topic of our simple machines. The wheel axle! So, walking into car mania we have. So, and when in the back times to carry heavy loads, like things like this, they would use horses and stuff, but that included wheels. But even before that, they had to lift things with. So kings and queens got lifted in these carriage things. So there was a carriage, and then there's this line, which is basically like and then these other lines, and then 4 people at each end instead of wheels, and then the people had to lift the weight of everything that was inside the carriage, the king and queen, the crown, and the weight of all the other stuff that may be there. And other people had to walk, and their feet would hurt. But now they invented the wheel and axle, so now people don't have to carry kings and queens. Or they invented a cart with horses, not motors, but horses and wheels, so that it can move. See all these cars, really good, have wheels. And if you look really closely in here, inside the gaps, you can see here too, that every single car has a line that connects the wheels. Well, if these 2 wheels were not connected, if I spin one wheel, the other wheel wouldn't spin. But look, when I spin this wheel, the other wheel and this wheel spins. It makes it easier to move. So this is called a rod. And the rod inside of these cars are teeny tiny. But in real cars, they're pretty big. More big because they have more big wheels, more big load things. And yeah. You can try this at home. Find which one is the simple machine. You can look at some toy cars you have at home and see where the wheel and axle is. And you can build your own simple machine world. So thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. It's Maalu signing out.